Hello students, good evening to you all. My dear student of class 8B, on your demand, I am trying my best to send you this PDF or just like you can say YouTube link in which the answer of your chapter, our constitution is discussed and the answer is given here. In case of having some mistake, you can contact with me. My phone number is with you, or in coming class, I mean in a school, you can discuss about it. No doubt, I have tried my best to answer the questions point-wise. Here, one thing I am categorically want to say, you are free to write the answer in your own words. There is no compulsion that my written sentences should be copied. It depends on you, what you like. You can copy it or you can write your own uh, in your own words. Now, first of all, as you know, some important questions are given here in the form of MCQ. I have not written the questions, so I would like to say you, first of all, before writing this answer, you must have to see the question that is given in your exercise. For example, the first question is, in a parliamentary form of government, which out of these four is correct? So only correct option is here given, and this will be the option E, and that is the executive is answerable to the parliament. Second question, the Constituent Assembly of India consisted of, the answer will be B, indirectly elected members. Third question is, most of the provisions of Indian Constitution can be amended by. Four options are here given, but the option will be correct. I mean, special majority. Fourth question is, freedom of religion makes India a. Options are socialist state, sovereign state, secular state, and republic. Naturally, it will be secular state because you know secular state is one which does not prefer any special religion, where all religions have the equal values. And such a country, such a state where all religions have the equal value is secular. Now, next is fifth, which one of the following statement goes against the spirit of federalism in India? So, correct option is first, I mean A, and that is India has a written and a rigid constitution. Right? Which one of the following statement goes against the spirit of federalism in India? I mean against the government at the center is very strong, right? So this will be the C, option C. I have seen your book. Some of you have marked the tick in A. That is wrong. So question answer will be the government at the center is very strong. Now come on the next point. Fill in the blanks. That is here. Dash is the basic unit of society. Nature, family is the basic unit. India is a vast country with various, answer will be physical, social, and cultural acceptable diversities. Physical, social, cultural. Next, third question is, the Constitution provides a set of rules, uh, laws, and principles acceptable to almost all, right? So, in this way, these are the answers. You can verify these answers from your book also. If instead of law something other is given, you can match. But here, whatever the answer is given is correct. Okay. Next is, the Constitution provides a set of rules laws and principles. Next is England is not a republic because its head of the state is hereditary. I mean, kings or queen become the head. Next and last one is India has a single integrated judiciary. So this is correct one. You have to write and learn. One thing you must have to learn is this type of answer can be converted into 1 mark question. If if this question is not given in the form of MCQs, it can be asked to write the answer in 1 word. So you must have to learn all these things. I mean, memorize all these facts carefully. Now, third is you have to write true or false against the sentences. So, first is Mohan is a Gujarati but lives in Himachal Pradesh and has a dual citizenship. It is false, wrong, because only in pure federal form of government dual citizenship is provided. In India, no dual citizenship is given to anyone because it is not mentioned in our constitution, because our country is not pure federal. Second fact is the president of India has the power to remove any judge of the Supreme Court. False. Directly you can't say the president can do, because president is removed by a special procedure, a special process, constitutional process, that is called impeachment. Now, third question is there were 15 female members in the Constituent Assembly of India. It is correct. Fourth, I mean true. Fifth is India is a sovereign and socialist state, but not secular. It is wrong, false, because India is not only sovereign and socialist state, but also a secular. That's okay. Now come on the next point. Question, short question. Cite 3 examples to prove that Indian Constitution is quite dynamic. I mean progressive, not static, right? So here points are given. You can see the page number that is where it is given, and you can write in your own words. Page number will be is 189, and you can quote this line, or you can write on the basis of given fact. Following examples prove that Indian Constitution is dynamic. For example, abolition of privy purse, nationalization of banks, reservation for SC, ST, and OBC. In state on state level, reservation is also given to women, even in panchayat elections, etc. And last one is right to information. Apart from it, some more point you can give, but minimum 5 points should be given here. Now here you see only 4 points are given. You can add one by going through the book. It is for you. But if you want to get help, I am here to say other one is right to education also. So in this way, abolition of privy purse, nationalization banks, reservation for SC, ST, OBC, right to information, and last one you can add right to education. Now here your second question is identify any 3 provisions which make the Constitution of India rigid as well as flexible. So answer is the rigidity and flexibility depends on the procedure of amendment. 3 provisions that make Indian Constitution rigid as well as flexible are 3 provisions are by simple majority, by using special majority, and last one is special majority with ratification. Now, your third question is India has a parliamentary form of government. Give any 3 examples to support this statement. You can write in short. In parliamentary form of government, there is close relationship between legislature and executive. What does it mean? It means executive. I mean, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers, you can say in short. Council of Ministers are appointed from the legislature. कि जो भी हमारे यहाँ मिनिस्टर्स बनते हैं उनके लिए जरूरी है कि वो लेजिस्लेचर का मेंबर हो. If we talk about the parliament or central government, so all the ministers must have the membership of either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. So this is written here. There is a close relation between legislature and executive in parliamentary form of government. Second is there are two heads of the government, the nominal and the real. As you know, president is called the nominal head and prime minister is called real head. Third one is council of minister holds, I'm sorry here it should be HOLDS, holds the office till the pleasure of legislature, right? Next is, as you know, next is here, by mistake I have written the wrong answer, wrong question. Indian constitution is called quite unique. No, in your book here is written Indian Federation is quite unique. It is quite unique. You have to write. So you will have to write about the federation. And what will you write? You will have to write the Indian Federation is unique because in our country or our state is not pure federal, and nor it is neither federal and nor unitary, right? It is the combination of both the elements of both type of government, I mean federation and unitary, is presented by our constitution. So if question comes right about the India, right to why Indian Federation is quite unique, your answer should be Indian Federation is quite unique because in this federation, in our federation, Indian Federation is the representatives of mixed element of both. It is the blend of both unitary and a federation or federal. So here you are watching here question number 4. Indian Federation is quite unique as it is the combination of elements of unitary as well as the federal form of government. Second point is India is the federation with a very strong central government. That is why you have seen or you would have listened anywhere or in course of teaching. I also say to the students, the Indian Federation in its body is, I mean, Indian government, Indian system of governance is federal in its body, but unitary in soul. Its soul is unitary. What does it? What do I want to say? It is the mixed form. There is the mixed form of the element of federal form and unity form. So in short, you have to write 2 points because it is short. Now next is, what are the procedure of amending the Indian Constitution? So there are 3 processes through which we can bring change in our constitution. We can reform our constitution. For the simple changes, we apply by a simple majority. I mean, bill must be passed with simple majority. This process is applied to bring change in constitution by passing such bill. And majority of the members should be in support of the bill. So simple majority is a process in which the majority of members present and voting in both the house of the parliament is required. Second is by special majority. Some amendment bills must be passed by the special majority. It means such bills are required to have absolute majority and two-third majority of the members present and voting. What does it mean? Absolute majority, I mean total number of the parliamentarians, whatever the, as you know, 543 members are there, I mean seats are there. तो इसकी जो है absolute majority चाहिए. And after that, two-third majority of members present at voting. On the voting day, whatever the number of the present members is there, two-third majority of the present membership must be in support of the bill. Now, next is special majority ratification. Under this type of majority, the bills passed by the special majority, and for this it is required to have or to be approved by at least half of the total members of the state. So in this way, short questions you have written. Here long question is also describe the composition and contribution. Two parts are composition and contribution. How was it formed and what is its contribution, I mean gift, or how it affects our life or the country. So it was an indirectly elected body of the representatives of Indians. Here I have written Indians, but to make it more clear, you have to add one word, representative. So composition, regarding composition, you have to write, it was an indirectly elected body of Indians. Most of the members represented the different religions, region, community, languages. There were 15 members, female members in this assembly. The assembly included the learned and eminent personalities like Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, K.M. Munshi, etc. Next point, the Constituent Assembly, with serious deliberations, completed the task. I mean, completed the Indian Constitution on 26th November 1949, and it was handed over to the government, and that was implemented on 26th January 1950. And since the day, India is called Republic. And it is why we celebrate 26th January as the Republic Day. Now, second question is 5 salient features of Indian Constitution. My dear student, as you know, and you have already questioned about this matter, okay, how many lines and points we have to discuss. In short, you have to write. For example, Indian Constitution is unique because many best features of some constitutions of the world are adopted here and modified in it. Second, it is the lengthiest constitution as it consists with 395 articles, 22 parts, and 12 schedules. Third is it is written in many bulky volumes or book. It has drafted and enacted by the Constituent Assembly. It was drafted. Next is it is rigid and flexible in terms of procedures of amendment. We cannot make the hasty change, but we cannot ignore the change. It depends on the nature of the demand and requirement of the age or the people. Now, next is it has made India a secular, democratic, socialist, and sovereign country. So these 5 points must be written minimum. Next is answer the following questions. I mean, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic. Actually, I didn't want to write here because it is very simple. And it is why, first of all, I've written answer is very simple, so go through the pages. But again, your request um, compel me to write down the answer. So sovereign, Indian government, our constitution or our country is sovereign. Here sovereign means supreme power to rule. Supreme power here means the power which is not controlled or under the effect of any forces, internal as well as the external control or forces. Our, our country is socialist state because India is always against the exploitation in all forms, and it always wants to set up equality and justice. Its basic aim is socialism, to set up socialism in our country. Next is secular state. As you know, a country where all religions have the equal values, where there is no special religion and all people have the freedom to follow any religion, is called secular. If we compare this nation with our own country, by we can say our state is secular. India is secular state as it enjoys the equal status of all religions. People are free to follow any religions as per their choices. It is called democratic state. As you know, democracy is a form of government in which representatives are elected by the people. In India, it happens so. Indian government is also formed by the elected representatives of the people, so it is democratic. The last one is republic. Actually, republic is a form of democratic government. It is a type of democratic government where the head of the state is elected. Now, last one is, why do some people say that India is a federation with unitary features? Explain with the help of any constitutional provisions. No doubt, India has opted a federation, but with some of the main features or provisions of unitary form of government. I have already discussed it, and earlier I say you, it is neither pure federal nor pure unitary. It is a mixed form. So here, Indian Constitution, we have to prove how the elements of unity form of government is mixed with the federation. So here 5 points are given. The Indian Constitution divides powers in basic three lists between the central and state government, but at last, after all, central government prevails or dominates. So it proves that federation, here there is the federation with unitary features. Next, power is also with the state government, but in case of making change in boundary, the state cannot ignore the center. Third one, here there is citizenship, but not like a federal form of government, our country, where there are two citizenship, I mean double citizenship. One on national level, another is on state or province level. In India, there is single citizenship, and it is a form of, it is a feature of unitary form of government. Fourth one is emergency power is also implemented by the center. It also proves that central is strong. Central can take decisions for whole country, and it is also one of the feature of unitary form of government. Next one, independent and integrated judiciary, which looks after whole country. Here also we see the unitary feature. You have listened this word UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, which gives us IPS, IAS officers. So now here you see UPSC is also its jurisdiction is whole country. This is also one of the unitary features. So in this way, we say all these things, I mean, independent and integrated judiciary, etc., also has proved India as a federation with unitary elements. I hope that you have understood it well. You write about the answer, write the answer. In case of having any problem, next day in class, we will meet again and you have to discuss. In case of having any query, any problem, I mean subject problem, you will have to meet. Thank you. जनता की